Hey guys, so let's move on to story number 4. This is another very sad story for the Ukrainian government. The hackers bring down government sites in Ukraine, and they left a message saying, "Be afraid." They brought down dozens of Ukrainian government websites on Friday and posted a message on one of them, "Be afraid and expect the worst," a day after a breakdown in diplomatic talks between Russia and the West intended to forestall a threatened Russian invasion of the country. What do you guys have to say about this one?
Well, this one is much more aggressive. I think it's probably from one of the two parts, the arrangement. What do you think?
I mean, we've been saying for a long time that data breaches and ransomware attacks are pretty much acts of war, right? Like, if a lot of wars have been started because of economic sabotage, right? Sinking of ships and confiscating of ships. And like we've been talking about Russian hackers aggressively going after the US and Colonial Pipeline and ReEvil and all that stuff, right? And now we're seeing the buildup before Russia's planned invasion of Ukraine, with cyber attacks being the front line. And I think we're at the point where you have to recognize that a cyber attack is an actual attack, and it has real political and military consequences. And so, yeah, like we're seeing Russian hackers or Russian affiliated hackers that are going after Russia's current focus, which is trying to find a way to invade Ukraine.
Right, especially if they leave a message and that specific.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Shu?
Yeah, I mean, this has been happening in Ukraine for years. At this point, if I was Ukraine, I would just shut down every computer and wipe it and reinstall everything. It's the level of attack on this was pretty extensive. There were a lot of sites and a lot of agencies that were taken down from this.
Yeah. And I think it was purely to sow chaos and fear. It probably was assets that Russian affiliated hackers already had, and they just decided to say, oh, okay, let's just take some of these assets and show everyone that they're already compromised.
Yeah.
So they took down the whole website and just left that message?
They took the site, they took all the data, they put that message up, and then they said they're going to leak the data.
They already did, apparently.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see, right? So.
Yeah.
That's one hard.
I mean, it begs the question. Begs the question.
No, it raises the question.
It raises the question that if a data leak is considered damaging enough as a precursor to war, then what do we do about all these other data leaks, right? Because on the one hand,
we apparently find companies pennies on a dollar for data leaks, and we don't care.
Yeah, on the one hand, we take it completely unseriously, and we let companies have a whole lot of leeway about what data gets leaked and the consequences of that. And then on the other hand, it's also an act of war. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little iffy.
Quite
think
the
it is.
discrepancy.
I think it is kind of a start to that, because they attacked especially one website, just leaving a very public message. So I do think it's just taking it one step farther.
What's interesting is, like, they said that they published the messages or whatever in 3 different languages. That is like Russian, Ukrainian, and Polish. And they're like, they raised a number of historical grievances between Poland and Ukraine, as in to like lead people to thinking that, oh, maybe Poland has to do with it. So what do you think about that approach? Because usually some of these like hackers are pretty, you know,
No.
confident in their abilities.
No, I think the whole Polish thing is nonsense.
It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's nonsense.
Mhm.
No one is fooled
Right.
by this false flag.
Yeah.
This was Russian hackers against
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Damn you Polish hackers.
Right, yes. It's not me, it's Poland.
It's you can see that right here.
Yes. Hello, fellow Polish comrade.
We do not like the pierogies you have.